Hello everyone. So today we will study about dimension. Previously we were studied about units and physics concept and everything. Okay. So dimension is what? Dimension of a physical quantity are the powers to which fundamental units to be raised, which means in order to represent the physical quantity we are using the help of a dimension in the form of this. So we can write it as this in the square bracket and in the power of mlt. Every physical quantity can be represented in the power of mlt. Okay, so for m stand for mass, l for length, and t for time. So this is the fundamental representation of a dimension, and the total thing is known as the dimensional formula. So physical quantities are examples: area, volume, velocity, acceleration, momentum, kinetic energy, potential energy, current, and surface tension. Everything is the examples of physical quantity. So we can determine their uh, dimensional formula like this. So first is area. Area's formula is what? Length into breadth. So length stands for is a distance, so that is why it comes under L. So L within the square brackets. B also is a distance, so it is L. So L into L, L's power 2. M, and there is no role of mass and time over here, that is why M0 L2 T0 it within the square bracket. So this one is the area's what? Dimensional formula. So you can write anything, any like volume, velocity, any physical quantity can be expressed in the form of the dimensions. So here we found out what? Now volume is length into breadth into height. So it's dimension L into L into L, so L to the power 3. So there is no role of mass and time over here. That is why this is 0, 0 power, and its dimensional formula is M0 L3 T0 within the square brackets. Like this, you can also determine of velocity, that is displacement by time. Displacement is the distance. Okay, so that is why I am written here L. Time T, M0 L1 T to the power minus 1. Okay, then for acceleration, velocity's dimensional formula is this. So we are writing it here again this, and divided by time, so divided by t. So its dimensional formula is m0 l1 t minus 2. Then force formula is mass into acceleration, that is why mass m L1 T minus 2, M1 L1 T minus 2. In the previous dimensional formulas, there is no role of mass, that is why we are writing 0 for it. But in force, there is a quantity because its formula is mass into acceleration. That is why you have to write M for mass, and acceleration's dimensional formula is this. The total is this much. Then momentum is mass into velocity. So this is mass m, mass m for mass for m, and velocity L1 t minus 1, m1 L1 t minus 1. So this is the dimensional formula of this much of physical quantity. In this way you can calculate the dimensional formula of any physical quantity you want. For example, kinetic energy, potential energy, torque, etc. Just use the formula and put the dimensions and get the answer get the dimensional formula like this. So next is principle of homogeneity. It states that the dimensional formula of every term on the two sides of a correct relation must be same, which means there is a dimension of LHS is equals to dimension of RHS. Left hand side dimension must be equal to the right hand side dimension of a correct relation. If the relation is wrong, the dimension formula is not be same. So For example, dimension of our LHS is m to the power a, L, B, T, C, and RHS is let it mass to the power 1, L, 0, T minus 3. So, according to the principle, A is equals to 1, B is equals to 0, and C is equal to minus 3. This is what principle of homogeneity say, which means it is homogeneous, it is equal in the both the sides. Okay.